Aishwarya and Kartik Prabhu and Kalavati Mataji, Hare Krishna. So can you please keep track of the chat?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
So I will not close the chat, but please be aware that don't keep on chatting when the class is going on.
Okay, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. So I'm gonna mute everyone, and we'll start the class. Aishwarya, thank you so much. It was very nice. Om Jnana Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Din Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishbhanuste Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shri Sadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna everyone again. The chat is open, but please don't keep on chatting. Please concentrate in the class, otherwise we'll close the chat. Chat is open only if you think of a question in the middle of a class, just type it there. That's my genuine request. Chapter 10 is a very nice chapter. It's about the opulences of Krishna, and Prabhupada says this chapter should make one fall in love with Krishna, because Krishna is how great Krishna is what we're going to learn again. So Vibhuti Yoga, the opulence of the absolute. So this is what we discussed yesterday. 9th chapter, the most confidential knowledge. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam. So first 10 verses were Bhagavad Aishwarya Jnana, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam. Then ways to approach Krishna, 11 to 25. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. And sweetness of exclusive devotion in the last third of the chapter, 26 to 34. Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto. So the chapter finished with this verse. Man Mana Bhava Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskaru. Like always think of me, offer obeisances to me, and in that way, in mind attached to me, you will come to me. And let's see how this chapter starts. This is a summary of this chapter. Krishna is unknowable and source of all, 1 to 7. Name Vidhu Sura Ganaha. And pure bhakti, the essence of Bhagavad Gita, 8 to 11, Mat Chitta Mat Gata Prana. So 8 to 11, a very important concept of the Vedic knowledge is introduced. Actually, it's discussed in the past, in here and there, in 7th chapter. But 10th chapter, it is directly discussed, which I will discuss today. Sambandha, Avidya, and Prayojan. And then Arjuna accepts Krishna's supreme position. 12 to 18. Sarvam Etam Ritat Manye. Krishna describes his vibhutis. 19 to 42. Divyahi Atma Vibhutayaha. So Krishna is unknowable and source of all. The Supreme Lord said, my dear friend, mighty armed Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit, which will give you great joy. So again, listen again. Most of the chapters are beginning with this, like Krishna is telling Arjuna, listen, hear. See, if we want to see God, we have to see it from the ears. We have to listen. Unless and until, because it's this knowledge, I cannot go and search for it. There are 3 ways of accepting a knowledge, right? One is Prataksha Praman. Prataksha Praman is seeing. Like whatever I'm going to see with these eyes is what I'm going to accept. And if I can't see something, then I'm not going to accept it. That is kind of the lowest way of accepting a knowledge, because we can't see everything around us. Other ways, Anuman Praman. Anuman means estimating or imagining. That also is not going to lead to any good. Krishna runs faster than the speed of the mind. There is a prayer in Brahma Samhita. Panthas to koti satasabhrama sevya manam. Means the Supreme Personality of Godhead can run faster than the speed of the mind. The speed of the mind is calculated in third canto Srimad Bhagavatam. I am forgetting. Is it 900 miles per second? Something like that is there. And Prabhupada has estimated too, like he's explained us that, let's see, I'm sitting here in another part of the world, but if I want to go to my house back in my country, and I want to enter the cupboard in my room, immediately I'm sitting here and I already entered, right? That is the speed of the mind. So even with that speed, if I am running and estimating and I'm trying to understand what Krishna is not gonna work. Will not catch Krishna. And then the third one is Shruti Praman or hearing. So Shruti Praman or hearing is hearing. You hear from the authority. And that is the best way of acquiring knowledge. We are all doing it. We are all going to schools, colleges, universities, or this Sangha, this place. Why? Because we are going to hear someone who is at least acquainted with that knowledge which I want to know and I do not know. So we're all already doing it, and hefty money is paid to universities, right? But Vedic knowledge is the same way. It's an axiomatic truth. It cannot be estimated. You cannot see Krishna. We have to purify our consciousness. Krishna can only be seen whose eyes are anointed with the love, and which I'll explain later. So that's why Krishna is saying, Supreme Lord said, my dear friend, mighty Arjuna, listen again to my supreme word, which I shall impart to you for your benefit and which will give you great joy. So Krishna wants his devotee to be happy, and Krishna knows best how we can be happy. We are trying to be happy this way, that way, that way. And Krishna keeps saying, here, 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 sit down here. So choose which way. Krishna's way is the best way, okay? Yes, some children want to chant some shlokas. Ashura, who
Aditi.
and there's one other girl who wrote. Okay, let's Aditi. Yeah, you can unmute yourself, Aditi.
And Likita.
Nikita? Okay. Adi, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, Mataji. Name vidusuraganaha prabhavam namashraya aham madirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvasha. Hare
So
Krishna.
nice. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. Neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and the sages. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme lord of all the worlds, he undiluted among men is freed from all sins. So Krishna cannot be known by a person who's not a devotee. Who's not a devotee. See, we read in 7th chapter, Manushya nam sahasreshu kaschit yatad siddhaye yatadamapi siddha nam kaschit mam veti tatvataha. Out of millions and millions of people, one is endeavoring for perfection. And out of thousands of such people who have attained perfection, only one may know Krishna in truth. So even the demigods and the great sages do not know his origin. He's himself saying it. And he says, I am the source of demigods and sages. One devotee in UK, his name is Sutapadas. So he explained this verse. I was reading his notes, which makes sense that it is very difficult for us to know our elders completely, right? I remember when I was a little girl, I used to think that my mother and father had no life before I was born to them. I used to think like that I am all in the life that they have. And so, see, because I was a child, I cannot have a perception beyond. And it's hard for me now also to understand what their life was like, even though they tell. So we can't know them completely. Forget about knowing Krishna completely, who's the source of everything. And even the host of demigods and sages do not know his origin. and Krishna is telling his origin. If this question is asked, who is Krishna? Where does God come from? Right? Where does God come from? So Krishna is himself saying, who knows me as the unborn? Krishna is not born, beginningless. He's not under the concept of the time. He's eternal. He's just there. As the supreme Lord of all the worlds. He is the Bhoktaram Yagana Tapasam, Sarvalokam Maheshwaram. He is the one who is the proprietor, the sole proprietor and the sole enjoyer of all the worlds. Sole enjoyer, undiluted among men. The person who can understand that can know Krishna, because that person is automatically free from sin. Any other person who has doubts, who says that Krishna is impersonal, he's not a person at all, he's energy, or who wants to nullify God, that there is no God, that such people, or who wants to keep up the view that God is dead, then those kind of people are not going to understand Krishna. They're not going to understand Krishna. This is Mother Devaki in Kansa's prison when she was carrying Krishna. This is from 10th Canto Srimad Bhagavatam. She used to be very worried that what is going to happen to her child, because this is the 8th pregnancy, as the prophecy was, that the 8th child will kill Kansa. So all the demigods used to come and pay obeisances to her, circumambulate her, and she used to get very concerned that she's looking at all the images. This is a very nice story. And then the demigods used to talk that actually the human beings are not supposed to see us. How is she seeing us? How is she even estimating that there is someone over there? This is Krishna's will. So Krishna was giving Mother Devaki intelligence to see the demigods, or to feel the presence of the demigods. The human beings cannot see demigods. You know, Prabhupada, we think Prabhupada is like us, right? Because he looks like us, but no. Prabhupada was doing a hall program in London once. And he told Jamna Mataji, one of his first disciples, that Narad Muni is coming. So make a seat for Narad Muni. And she said, Prabhupada, Narad Muni is coming? I don't see him. He said, that's all right. Just make a seat for Narad Muni, because Narad Muni is coming to our kirtans. So the devotees used to make asan for Narad Muni to come, and Prabhupada said he was coming. See, that is the power of a pure devotee. We think that because he looks like us, because he talks like us, because he eats like us, so he's like us. So we don't have the vision from the heart. We just have vision from these eyes, which is also very imperfect. So again, Krishna is saying demigods don't know him, sages don't know him, and also saintly people don't know him. 7 great sages, and before them 4 other great sages, and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, are born out of my mind. And all creatures in these planets descend from them. So this is coming from Krishna's mind. Mind has a power of thinking. And in verse 4 to 5, which is not written in these slides, but 4 to 5 verses describe the qualities of a devotee. And one of them is sama. Sama means controlling the mind. And Prabhupada writes over there, controlling the mind means controlling the thought of the mind. What thought are you going to feed the mind? A devotee can control that. So from Krishna's mind, all these living entities are coming out. 7 great sages, before them 4 other great sages, and the Manus, there are 7 Manus, are born out of my mind, and all creatures in these planets descend from them. So Krishna is the source of all in this way. Yes, who is the next girl who wanted to chant the shloka? Nitika? What is the name, Aishwarya?
Likita.
Nikita. I don't see her.
Yes, I'll unmute her.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you can chant. So,
एतं विभूतिं योगं च ममायो वेति तत्त्वतः कल्पेन योगेन युज्यते नत्र संशयः.
Thank you so much, Ritika. Thank you. He who knows in truth this glory and power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. See, simply jnana, just jnana, okay, that I am not the body, I am the soul. I am part and parcel of Krishna, and Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada has written many times in Bhagavad Gita. Is not enough. Is not enough. Because what are you going to do about it? There has to be an application. Jnana is one thing, knowledge is one thing, application of knowledge is another thing. So only by applying this knowledge can this knowledge become realized. We have to realize it on our own. Okay. So how do I realize what is the practical application of this jnana that engage in devotional service to Krishna? What kind of a devotional service to Krishna? Unalloyed devotional service means not as a business transaction. Means Krishna, give me this, then I will do your devotional service. Krishna, give me that, then I will do your devotional service. No. Krishna, you take away everything if you want, I will still do your devotional service. Please give me the intelligence. Srila Prabhupada taught us how to pray. Srila Prabhupada said, pray like this. Oh Krishna, if you want me to go to hell or heaven, that's all right. That's all right. But please don't put me in forgetfulness. Please give me the remembrance to chant your holy name. Srila Prabhupada taught us how to do this. And Krishna says of this, there is no doubt. So he who knows in truth this glory and power of mind engages in an unalloyed devotion service. If you want to search out an Acharya or a pure devotee, you have to study their activity, their sadachar. What is their character? It's not just that they're coming in public and then they're talking about big things from the Shastras, quoting Vedic literature, and when they retire in their room and they're left alone, they are engaged in all kinds of abominable activities. That's a show bottle spiritualism, and that kind of a knowledge will have no effect on the listeners. An Acharya, in Srila Prabhupada, when he was in Germany in the beginning, I saw the videos, Prabhupada memories. One very big sannyasi, he was saying, we were doubtful of Prabhupada, like how can a person be so direct? How can a person be so like inside out same? No secrets? We have secrets. Prabhupada said, no secrets at all. How can this happen? So what they used to do is when Prabhupada was inside his room alone, he said, we used to stalk Prabhupada. We used to look inside the room through the keyhole of the door. And then they saw when Prabhupada is inside, he is either chanting his japa or he is either very much engaged in translating, or he's resting, eating prasadam. So his activities and transactions were very, very plain and direct. And that is why he's an Acharya. It is not possible to preach Krishna consciousness without the purity of the heart. If the heart is not pure, this knowledge will not have any effect. This knowledge has to enter through the holes of the ears into the heart. That's why I beg all of you every single day, please listen to Prabhupada. Please listen to Prabhupada. So this is Krishna entering Mathura. This is described in first canto Srimad Bhagavatam after the war was over. And this is a gate, and everybody, you look so far away also, just stop what they were doing and they wanted to look at Krishna. Krishna is so attractive. He's so attractive. He's not doing any artificial makeup or patchwork or hunting for very expensive jewelry. So when he enters a party, everyone can have their eyes fixed on that person and like sing glories of their clothes. He's not decorating a dead body. He's Sachidananda Vigraha. So everybody, Vyasadeva even takes accounts of the women, of the ladies on top of the roof. See here, or watching Krishna from the windows of their rooms. Everybody stops doing. Krishna Balram has come and they all turn. animals, even animals turn. Krishna is so attractive. Now we start something called Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Vedic literature has three main goals. What are the three main goals? Sambandha. Sambandha means establishing the relationship of the living entity with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, once the relationship is established, then what? Then what are the activities in that relationship? That's called Abhideya. Why is there a relationship and activities in that relationship after all? Because Prayojana, there is a goal. What is the goal? The goal is the living entity must go back home. So these verses 10.8 to 10.11 are called Chaturshloki. 4 shlokas which establish Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana between Krishna and us. Okay, so they wanted to chant the girls, right? Aditi, you can unmute yourself. Yes, please go ahead. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Aditi, you can unmute yourself, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Aham sarvasya prabhavo matah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Hare Krishna.
Nice. Thank you. So, aham sarvasya prabhavo. Aham means I. Sarvasya means total, everything. Prabhavo, the material, everything, material and spiritual world. Matta sarvam pravartate. Everything is coming out from me. Iti matva. Iti means this, knowledge. This, matva, means understands. Bhajante mam. Who understands this? What does he do? Worships me in devotional service. Buddha bhava samanvita. From bhava means the feeling, the genuine feeling. It's not fake. And where is the feeling sitting? In the heart. Worships me with all their heart. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So you hear the Sambandha established. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. So Krishna is the creator. We are created. Krishna is bhokta, enjoyer. We are bhukti, enjoyed. They're supposed to be serving Krishna so that he can enjoy. Okay, what is the Abhideya? Okay, now we know, okay, Krishna is the creator, I'm created. So what happens? This is the activity. Machit, oh, I'm sorry, the girls want to say, right? Likita? Yes, Likita, and unmute.
Machita matkata prana bodhayanta parasvapram katayantascha mam nityam tusyanti charan rapanti cha.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Ritika. So, mat chitta, mat gata prana. With all their consciousness and with all their life, they give their life to me. Mat gata prana. They give their life. Bodhayanta parasparam. They are always talking about me amongst each other. Kathayantas chamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. And when they do that, they derive great satisfaction and bliss, enlightening one another and conversing about me. See, that is Krishna consciousness. That's a jest, the juice of Krishna consciousness. A non-devotee will think, how can these people do the same mantra every day? How can these people talk about only Krishna, Krishna, as if there is nothing else in life? Once you start chanting Hare Krishna, you're going to get these kind of doubts. Because they are very busy in finding out something other than Krishna. And we are very busy in finding out something, how everything is connected to Krishna. So very different outlook of the same situation. So the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me. And they derive great satisfaction and bliss, enlightening one another and conversing about me. If you come to a temple, we have Krishna consciousness is so much fun. Because before Corona, now also it's happening, but it's happening virtually. But before Corona, at least 2-3 years, we used to go to the temple retreats. In the retreats, there used to be discussions, kirtans, association, and so much prasadam, and so many kids' activities. we'll forget. Just 3 days go and we forget what's going on in the whole world. Just forget. It's like a totally submerged in Krishna consciousness, and you feel the effect. You feel it like, oh, this is like powerful. You feel like that. I want to play this, but you won't be able to hear. So let me share my audio. 1 second. This is Srila Prabhupada in Los Angeles, first Rath Yatra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
You know the dance that Prabhupada is doing with the hands up? That's called Swami dance. Swami dance. Prabhupada taught everyone how to do that dance. So that's Abhideya of the relationship of a living entity with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, then what? Then what is the prayojan? What is the aim? What is the aim behind doing all that?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Aditi, go ahead.
Tesam satatayuktanam bhajantam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upyayanti te. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. So this is the essence of this chapter. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So going to Krishna is not dependent on someone's knowledge of the Sanskrit language or someone's knowledge of the Vedic literature. No. So what is it dependent on? Krishna is saying, constantly devoted and worship me with love. This is what it is dependent on. So the gopis are simple cowherd girls. They are not Vedic scholars. They are not going to school only to learn Sanskrit language, even though they were all talking in Sanskrit because that was the language at that time. But basically, like, the idea is that they're not like engaged in detailed deity worship. They're simple cowherd girls. But Krishna tells that he can never repay the love that gopis gave him. He cannot do it. And Prabhupada writes specifically that we have to be sincere in knowing Krishna. You cannot fake and earn some cheap popularity or dress up like a devotee and there is so mala, like in the heart there is so garbage. Then Krishna is very far away. Constantly devoted. There is one story. They were once Krishna and his friends were in the forest and they were hungry. So they went to look for food and they came and they found that there was the Brahmanas were performing ritualistic ceremonies and there were heaps of prasadam. So the boys told Krishna, we want to eat that. Krishna said, okay, then go to them and ask them for prasadam and tell them that Krishna and Balram have come. So please give us the food. And because you're anyway doing all rituals for Krishna Balram and they have now come to your doorstep, so now give us. Okay, so they went to the Brahmanas and the Brahmanas who were very busy in performing the ritualistic activities, did not believe the boys and shooed them away. That no, we have to offer food first to Vishnu, and then only we'll be able to give you. Right now, we cannot. So the boys came with the gloomy face to Krishna. Krishna, we didn't get anything. We are so hungry. My stomach is gurgling. So Krishna says, okay, now go to the wives of the Brahmanas and ask them that Krishna and Balram have come. Can you please give us the prasadam? We are very hungry. And they are hungry. So the boys, they go to Brahmanas' wives now and tells the wives that Krishna and Balram have come and we are their friends and we are all very hungry. We want to eat. We are very hungry. Your husbands are not giving us anything because they're saying that it is not offered to Vishnu yet. So we cannot give you. So the ladies, they quickly bring vessels and put prasadam and give to the boys. Krishna and Balram have come. Forget about offering. Just give to Krishna and Balram. Krishna is God himself. He will enjoy. Vishnu already enjoys. Krishna and Balram, take it, take it. So who the Brahmanas are dedicating their life in studying this, that. I'm not saying one should not have Brahmanical qualities. No, I'm not saying that. Brahmanical qualities means goodness. We must cultivate. But don't get stuck there. Don't get like stuck with the quality. Oh, I'm so nice. I am so clean. I'm so chantable. I'm chanting Hare Krishna. I'm reading scriptures. Don't get stuck. Like the Brahmanas, that self-praise. Where's the praise for Krishna? So the ladies were in love with Krishna and they didn't care. They gave it. So that is the prayojana, that goal, that I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Krishna is in the heart. Just become sincere. And Krishna will give all intelligence. Okay, I'll read one verse. Is it okay? Even though I know I'm not a scholar. Tesham evanukam partham aham agnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavastho jnana deepena hashvataha. So this verse, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, jnana deepena is the word. I give the knowledge, a shining lamp of knowledge. Jnana deepena. Out of compassion for them, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So we don't have to worry that how will I become Krishna conscious? How will I get the resources? How will I get the memory? What I really have to worry is how is my consciousness doing? Where am I in terms of my dedication and love for Krishna? Just worry about that. You know, there is a way to solve problem. Solving problem is a skill. There are many things in that. But one of the main thing is we have to figure out who the problem really belongs to. Then, then if are you a first person, second person, third person, fourth person, what is my role? So Krishna is saying here, if you become dedicated, then it is my problem to get you back. But you have to show your love. You have to be sincere. See, Parikshit Maharaj had 7 days to live, 7 days notice. What did he do? He surrendered to his guru, Sukdev Goswami, and asked him, what is the duty of a dying man? He was not busy in enjoying till the last minute. This is Mother Devahuti, who is surrendering to her own son, Kapila Dev, who is a propounder of the Sankhya philosophy. In 3rd canto Bhagavatam, it's all about Sankhya philosophy by Kapila Dev. And this is Krishna when he was going to wind up his pastimes from this world. Sorry. We'll wait. This lady speaks 3 times. Samshritaha. Samshrite means this is a place of miseries. Anyway, so this is Krishna was going to wind up his pastimes from the world. So he showed his 4-handed form to Uddhava. Was it Uddhava? And I don't remember the name of this rishi. Do you, any of the co-hosts, do you remember the name of this rishi who came with Uddhava when Krishna was going to wind up his pastimes? Because Uddhava couldn't live without seeing Krishna. That is the Krishna. Okay, thank you. So Krishna is Krishna is taking the responsibility. Again, if someone asks you, what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? Where does it say that Sambandha, Avideya, Prayojana? You should be able to quote. Please go from 10.8 to 10.11. In 10.8, Sambandha established. I am a part and parcel of Krishna. 10.9, Abhidhya established. If I am part and parcel of Krishna, then what am I doing? Thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me. They derive great satisfaction and bliss, enlightening one another and conversing about me. Then what is the prayojan? The goal. The goal is that we have to go back to Krishna, and Krishna takes charge. When Arjuna hears all this, he's hearing now. He gets very aesthetic. Like we are hearing, nothing is happening. Other than come some nice feeling or something. But Arjuna gets very aesthetic. In that ecstasy, he offers prayers to Krishna. And this is his prayer to Krishna. Arjuna Uvacha. Aditi, you can say?
Arjuna Uvacha Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusam Saswatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. Hare Krishna.
Read the whole thing. Ahustvam Rishaya Sarve.
Ahustvam Rasya Sarve Devasheshin Naradastata Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Pravasime.
Thank you so much, Arti.
Hare Krishna.
So Arjuna is saying, Arjuna said, you are the Supreme Brahman. You are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the Supreme Abode and Purifier, the Absolute Truth and the Eternal Divine Person. You are the Primal God, Transcendental and Original, and you are unborn and all-pervading beauty. All great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa proclaimed this of you, and now you yourself are declaring it to me. See, Param Brahma, the living entity is called Brahman, a Jiva, right? We read it, but Krishna is Param Brahma, like Supreme Brahman, the ultimate Param Dhama, ultimate Supreme Abode, Pavitram, purifier, Param Bhavan, absolute truth, Purusham, divine person. God is a person. You know, if now also if I ask, is God a person or energy? There will be some people who will say God is energy. But God himself is saying here, Purusham. Arjuna is himself looking at Krishna and saying, Purusham, the supreme person, eternal divine person. You see the definition here? Eternal divine person. Shashvatam, Divyam. So, divine person. Adi Devam. Adi means oldest. Primal. You're the oldest. Devam, Ajam Vibhum. All-pervading beauty. Okay, now till here he is quoting Ajam Vibhum, till Ajam Vibhum. So one may say that because Arjuna is friends with Krishna, he is glorifying Krishna. But that's not the reason. To refute that confusion in future, Arjuna immediately quotes, who else has said it? Other than me, who else has said it? Then all the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, Vyasa proclaim this of you. So he's giving a reference that whatever I'm saying is not just because I want to please my dear friend, because other great sages have also said the same thing. And now you yourself is declaring it to me. Sarvam etad ritam manne yan mam vadasi keshava nahi te bhagavan vyaktim vidur devana dhanava. Oh Krishna, I totally accept our demons. Oh Lord, you know thy personality. I totally accept. Means no room for any doubt. Done. Oh yeah, I totally accept. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own potency. O origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, O Supreme Person, Lord of the universe. Actually, in Bhagavatam, we will study that Krishna himself does not know how what all things he has. Radharani, so he's very like doubtful that and very like surprised and amazed that how come Radharani loves him so much? What is there in him? And also in some of the past times, we hear that Krishna himself is amazed that, oh my God, I have it. You know, this happens to us, right? If we do something, and then at the end I'm like, wow, or we are like, wow, I did it. Really, I did it. Why? Because Krishna has it. When Aghasura was killed, and Brahma came to steal the boys and the gopas and the animals, Krishna's animal friends, monkey, his cows, because Brahma wanted to test whether this boy is really a supreme personality of Godhead or is he something who's a sahajiya, who's like faking. And when Aghasura was there, Aghasura was a snake demon. Krishna can make out that it's a demon, but Krishna's friends and animals were very happily running towards the mouth of the demon, because they thought that this is a very big cave. We are going to enter the cave and we will play inside. So that time also it is written that Krishna was amazed that I am the supreme personality of Godhead. I am telling them don't go. It's not safe, but they are still going. So he was amazed that how potent is his external energy. And also when Brahma stole, he was amazed at how I can put the whole universe in illusion. That's really interesting. He gets amazed at his own potencies. But we cannot understand Krishna. Krishna can only tell us a little bit about himself, and that we can understand. And this is a very important part for 14th verse. The acceptance of Arjuna of all that Krishna says should be emulated. Then we can understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and then only can we understand that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So basically Prabhupada is teaching us here Bhagavad Gita like Arjuna heard it. Don't try to have your own interpretation inside the brain when the written thing is something else. I get emails, Ashtanga Yoga. Yeah, I answered the email the other day. Ashtanga Yoga, some of the spiritual masters says can be performed in secluded place. Well, Krishna himself is saying it cannot be done. Then why are we interpreting it in another way? Then it is not Bhagavad Gita. Gita is song. Bhagavad means song sung by God. But then if we change the message that Krishna is saying, then it becomes their Gita, not Bhagavad Gita. And I'm not interested in knowing anything other than Bhagavad Gita. So that question has no meaning. That means a person is weak-minded. They is still not able to accept. There's still some more ulterior motive that no, it can't be done like this. And Krishna is saying, no, it has to be like this. So indeed, you alone know yourself by your own potencies, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, or supreme person, Lord of the universe. So how should I meditate on you? In what various forms are you to be contemplated, O blessed Lord? Tell me again in detail, O Janardana, Krishna, of your mighty potencies and glories, for I never tire of hearing your ambrosial words. So Arjuna is a pure devotee. Arjuna wants to hear more and more about Krishna. He's never tired. It's never tiring. Why? Because it relishes. Anandam buddhi vardhanam. So there is an example of an ocean. If so many rivers empty in the ocean, but the ocean doesn't overflow. So Krishna consciousness is like that. The ocean of enjoyment goes on increasing. Same verse you read 10 years of your life, say you will derive great pleasure. Same again and again and again. So he's never tired of hearing your ambrosial words. Krishna is going to tell. Yes, the blessed Lord said, yes, I will tell you of my splendorous manifestation, but only of those which are prominent, O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. So let's go over this picture. How do we go over? Okay, next 2 minutes we will go over, and then I will unmute everyone. I'm going to give permission to mute. I'm sorry, allow yourself to unmute. So please unmute, and I'm going to put my arrow and you're going to say, what is this personality? I know Prabhu does this exercise. So who is this person? You can unmute yourself.
This is Indra.
Yes, thank you.
Arjuna?
Indra.
That is Shiva.
Yes. And what river comes out from Lord Shiva's head? Okay. Thank you. What is this horse? Uchar
Horse.
Very nice. He comes out from the Samudra Manthan. What is this planet? Moon planet. What is the syllable? Very nice. Who is this? The green color body. Lord Ram.
Lord Ram.
Very nice. Who is this? Who is this?
Hanuman.
Lord Ram.
That's Lord Buddha. Supposed to be Lord Buddha.
Hanuman.
Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha. Who is this?
Brahma.
That's Brahma. Yes. Our Brahma is 400. There are millions and millions of Brahmas. But our Brahma is 400. Okay, who is this? Narad Muni. Narad Muni Radhe Veena. Who is this? A corner one. Arjuna. Who is this? The person underneath.
Vyasdev.
Yes. Who is this bird?
Garuda.
Garuda. Who is this small boy? Small boy.
Prahlad.
Which is this fish? The dangerous bird. Shark. Who is this sitting on the peacock?
Kartik Swami.
Is it Kartikeya, the demigod who sits on the peacock?
Yes.
Okay. Who is this topmost snake?
Vasuki.
Who is this? With thank you. Who is the one carrying the
Yamaraj.
Yamaraj. Who is this? This person?
Vayudev.
Yes. Very nice. And who is this? This is animal. This is not Narsimha. Narsimha Dev is half man, half lion. This is the total lion. Okay. Who is this person carrying a lot of jewelry in the hand? Kuber. And who is this? Very beautiful.
Kamdeva.
No, Gandharva. This is Gandharvas. And who is this elephant? Very nice. And who is this? This
Vishnu.
Karanadaksha Vishnu. Ananta Shesha. Yes. And who is this?
Krishna.
What is this syllable around Krishna? What is this mantra?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to mute everyone again. Thank you. So these are the opulences. So Krishna talks about his 82 opulences to Arjuna. So this, we made all the next verses. How many shlokas are there? 15, 16, 17. 17 verses into the table form. You can go back and read. He says of the Adityas, I'm the Vishnu. Of the sun, I am the light. I am the light in the sun. I am the of the Marutas, I am Marichi. Of all the stars, I am the moon. Of the Vedas, I am Samaved. Among the demigods, I am Indra. Among the senses, I am the mind. Among the living beings, I am the life force. Among Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. Yakshas and Rakshasas, I represent Kuvera. Priests, I am the Brahaspati. Among the great war generals, I am Skanda. Bodies of water, ocean. I am present ocean. Among sages, I am Bhrigu Muni. Among the vibrations, I am Om. Among chanting of the holy names, among all the sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names or Japa. Among the immovable things around in the all universe, I am the Himalayas. Among the trees, I represent Ashwatha, holy fig. Among the stages of demigods, I represent Narada. Among singers of demigods, Chitraratha. Perfected beings, Siddhas, I represent Kapila. Among the horses, I am Uchcheshrava. Lordly elephants, Airavat. Among the men, I am the monarch. Weapons, I am Vajra. Among the cows, I am Surabhi. Among procreators, I am Kandarpa. Among the serpents, Vasuki, snakes, Ananta, aquatic deities, Varuna. Departed ancestors, Aryama. Dispensers of law, Yama. Daitya, demon, Prahlad, subduers, or one thing that kills everyone. It's time. Krishna represents that time. Among the beasts, I am lion. Birds, I represent Garuda. Of all the things that purifies, I represent the wind. Builders of weapon, Rama. Of all the fishes, I am the shark. Of the flowing rivers, I am river Ganges. Of creations, I am the beginning, the middle, and the end. I am everything. Okay, and then among the sciences, the spiritual science of the self. So the study that we are doing is Krishna himself. Among the logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Among the letters, I am a or a. Or among the compound words, I am the dual compound, Dvanda Samasha. Among the creators, I am Brahma. Among all devouring, I am the all devouring death and generator of all things yet to be. And among women, he is 7 things. Krishna says, I'm 7 things in the woman: fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, faithfulness, and patience. Among hymns, I represent Brihat Sama. Among the poetry, I am Gayatri. Among the months, I am November, December, Margeshira. Among the seasons, I represent spring. Among the cheats, among the gambling, I am the cheat. I'm the splendor of everything that's splendid. I'm victory, I'm adventure. Among the strong, I'm the strength. Descendants of Vrishni, I'm Vasudev. Among Pandavas, I represent Arjuna. Among all the sages, I represent Vyasa. Among thinkers, Ushana. Punishments, I am the rod of chastisement. Among the seekers of victory, I am the morality. Of the secrets, I represent the silence. Silence is secretive, right? Krishna is there. Krishna represents that. Among the wise, I am the wisdom. I give them. So that way he describes 82 opulences to Arjuna. It's so nice to read that, right? That Krishna is this, Krishna is that. So we become more and more attracted. Furthermore, Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being moving or unmoving that can exist without me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo, matta sarvam pravartiti. Iti matva iti matva bhajante mam. What is the last line? Iti matva bhajante mam. Look up this verse, please. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. Oh, this is a 10.8. 10.8. We go back. What, Mataji?
Buddha Bhava Samanitan.
Buddha Bhavasam. Yes, thank you so much. Worships me with all intelligence. What is this verse? 10.39. I am the generating seed of all existences. Bija. Just look up Aishwarya, please. I'm forgetting the verse. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestation. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. So Krishna is super.
10.39 Mataji.
Yes.
Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tad ahamarjuna na tadasti vihna yatsan maya bhutam characharam.
Yes, thank you so much. So Maya Bhutam Chara Acharam. So Chara means moving, Achara means not moving. Thank you, Aishwarya. So I am the generating seed of all existences. You know, this Big Bang theory, this Darwin theory, or this theory, that theory should go down the gutter. This is the theory. This is not a theory. This is the origin of the universe. I am the generating seed of all existences. No being moving or unmoving that can exist without me. There is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Just an indication, trailer. Know that all opulent. Okay, the girls can read the verse. This is I think this is the last one. Likita, sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, Likita, you can unmute yourself.
Yadyat vibhutimat sattvam shrimad urjitam eva va tattat eva va gaccha tvam mama tejom sa sambhavam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, yadyad vibhutimat sattvam shrimat urjitam eva va tat tad eva va gaccha tvam mam tejo amsha swam bhavam. Know that all beautiful, glorious, and mighty creation spring from but a spark of my splendor. It's not that Krishna has to unite day and night in hard work and make all these things possible. No, Krishna is not working. Krishna just wants that there be creation, and it just comes from a spark of his splendor. I think this is at the time of partial devastation, pralaya, partial devastation, when Krishna annihilates the universe partially, not completely. this is that pastime, right? My co-host, this is that pastime when Krishna is in the banyan tree and where he's sucking the toe of his left foot just to
Yes,
taste.
Mataji. He's showing to Markandeya Muni about his Maya Shakti.
Yes,
He
and
makes
Markandeya
them-
Muni is the person who does not die.
Yeah. Same.
Yes. So, अथावा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन अतवर्जुना विष्टाभ्याहम idam kritsam ekam shena sito jagat. By what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. He says, but you don't really have to worry about this. What need is there for all this detailed knowledge? Because with a single fragment of myself, single fragment, he is able to pervade and support this entire universe. So when I read this verse personally, I get a lot of reassurance that that Krishna has got my back. I don't need to worry and sit with an anxiety, because anxiety is the fear of something which we don't know. Why are we scared of death? Why are we scared of death? Because we don't know where are we going. Because it's like a dark end, and it looks like a loss. It feels like a loss, right? Feels like I'm going to lose everything and I don't even know where I'm going to end up. That is why there is a fear. But once we become realized, I am not realized, but Prabhupada, we must learn how Prabhupada left his body. There is a video also, final lesson. Gloriously, very, very sure that Krishna will take care. And Krishna has been taking care. We just have to become more and more realized. So this is the chapter summary. Krishna is unknowable and source of all. We studied it, that Krishna knows everything, but not a host of demigods, no great sages know him in at all. No one knows Krishna. And the reference is 10.1 to 10.7. Name vidu sura ganaha. That is why Krishna keeps on talking about himself. That I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are my part and parcel. You have a home which is called spiritual world. Why does he keep talking about it? Why does he keep boasting about his all opulences? Because no one knows about it. Only Krishna can tell it. He's not proud. It's an information. Pure bhakti, essence of Bhagavad Gita. That's Sambandha Abhideya Prayojan, the 10.8 to 10.11. Mat chitta mat gata prana. Only in pure devotional service can anyone realize that I have a relationship with Krishna. There is a relationship, and the relationship means activities. And then what is the goal? That I want to go back. Arjuna accepts Krishna's supreme position, 12 to 18 verse. Sarvam etad ritam manye. When Lord Krishna describes his vibhutis, 19 to 42nd. Divya hi atma vibhutayaha. I have Srila Prabhupada's 5-minute video. I'll show and then we'll break down. Oh, wait. Let me go back because I want to know before everybody leaves. So, Adhik Maas is going on. Oh, Krishna, sorry. I'm trying to launch a poll. So I want to know, please answer how many quiz are done till now? How is it going? Because still there are some people who haven't registered. It is difficult to log in. Okay, I'm gonna give few more seconds. Okay, I will end the polling, but let's say 50%. Okay. So most of the people are doing, thank you so much. It's just 50% of the class voted. So there are some people who have difficulty to log in and some problems in giving quiz as it is blocked. It's not blocked. Everything is published. It's not blocked. So the 23 people are having issues. we have to do something about it. What should we do?
Mataji, we have facilitator group have made a video and a PDF about how to overcome these problems. So Prabhuji told me to post it. I'll be posting it in all the groups.
Okay.
It's blocked just because they really don't know the process. Actually, they should scroll down. They just after finishing the quiz, they try to go to the second chapter, but they should go down, see all the notes and all the videos Prabhuji have put, and then go up, and then there will be a green button, continue.
Yes. On the right up corner. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So, couple of more questions. Okay, how is this promise going? In Purushottam month, I promise to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra daily. How is it going? Please, everyone, vote. Whoever can see it, including the co-hosts. Okay. So I will end. Yeah, please vote. I want to get 100%. So far, only 56% of the class is voted. 57. Thank you, Leena Mataji. I saw your message.
We can't vote, Mataji. The co-host can't vote, I think. We can't.
Oh, too bad. So sad. Thank you for telling me, Ashwarya. Okay, I will stop the voting and share the results. So I'm very grateful. Majority of the class is doing one round. Thank you. Try to increase. Sometimes when you're home, no school, no exam, try to do more. And there are 9 people in this class who are chanting more than 16 rounds. Thank you so much. So 7, 6, so majority is over here, 1 round. Thank you so much. Okay, let's watch Prabhupada's video and then we'll break up for the question and answer sessions.
Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
So we are after knowledge, but so many things are unknown to us. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami is teaching us by his practical behavior to approach the spiritual master and putting his case that I am suffering in this way. He was minister, there is no question of suffering. He was very well situated. That he has already explained that Gramma Bhavahare Kahaye Pandit Satya Kari Mani. There are so many questions I cannot answer. There is no solution. Still people say that I am very learned man. I accept it fully. Nobody is learned man unless he goes to the Guru. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva avidachet. Therefore Vedic injunction is that if you want to be learned, then go to Guru, bona fide Guru, not the so-called Guru. Tad vidhi panipatena prepasnena sevaya upadakshanti tad jnanam jnanina tattva. Guru means one who has seen the absolute truth. That is tattva darshana. Tattva means the absolute truth. And darshana one has seen. This moment, our Krishna consciousness moment, is for this purpose, to see the absolute truth, to understand the absolute truth, to know the problems of life and how to make a solution. These things are our subject matter. Our subject matter is not material things. That somehow or other you get a car and a good apartment and a good wife, then all your problems solved. No. That is not solution of problem. The real problem is how to stop your death. That is the real problem. But because it is very difficult subject matter, nobody touches it. Death will peacefully die, but nobody peacefully dies. If I take a dagger and I say, now die peacefully, the whole peaceful condition finished immediately. But these are nonsense. If somebody says, I'll die peacefully, nobody dies peacefully. That is not possible. Therefore, death is a problem. But it's a problem. Nobody is peaceful while within the womb of the mother. It is packed up, airtight condition. And then nowadays there is risk of being killed. So there is no question of peacefulness. Birth and death. And then old age. Just like I'm old man. I have so many troubles I have got. So old age and disease, everyone has got experience. Even headache is sufficient to give you trouble. So the real problem is this. Birth, death, old age and disease. That is the statement given by Krishna that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. If you are intelligent, you should take up these four problems of life as very dangerous. So they have no knowledge, therefore they avoid this question. But we take up this question very seriously. That is the difference between other movement and Krishna consciousness. Our movement is how to solve this problem.
Okay, so that's Srila Prabhupada. The main problem is birth, death, old age, disease. Everything else is secondary. Okay, so I'm going to break down the rooms for, we can do for 10 minutes. Aishwarya, Kalavati, Mataji, and Roshan. Make sure you all are in different rooms, please. Okay, so there we go.
Yes, Mataji.
So I think you all can talk to me, whoever is staying behind.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. How are you? Suhas Prabhu.
Fine, fine.
Today was a important chapter, no?
Yes.
There's so many. So I am advising. It's a request to people who want to learn the slogas, the 4 slogas, the Chadur Slogi. That's the important slogas, like 10.8, 10.9, 10.10, and 10.11. So these are the Chadur Slogi of Bhagavad Gita. So if you want to start learning to memorize slokas, these 4 slogas will be the best to start with, because these 4 slogas have all the things in Bhagavad Gita. The whole essence of 700 verses is in this 4 verses. So basically, that first one, 10.8, is Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartade idi matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvida. So Krishna is saying, I am the source of everything. So whoever have question can post it in the chat box. So he is telling he is the source of everything. So that's the first lesson we learned, like Krishna is the source of everything, and whoever knows this will go worship him. And the second one, 10.9, Machitta Matkada Prana Bodhayanda Parasparam Kadayanda Shamam Nityam Tushyandicha Ramandicha. So whoever worship Krishna, what they do? They talk about Krishna. See, like what we are doing. See, I don't talk anything else about Corona or anything like that. We talk only about Krishna, about his pastimes, about his